You know, something that I notice, but I always notice, but I can no longer ignore, bro. Women really have the power, but honestly, they have been taken out of their power subconsciously, even consciously, even unconsciously. That's why repping out every rotation in the English terms is a day that you add to your caliber is another rep, right? And I understood because there's so many women. Man, I remember I was on a beach, man. This was like maybe like a year ago or some changed. I was I was meditating. Matter of fact, I was listening to spirit. I ain't never do this on the beach. My skin needed to be exfoliated. I just started to grab the sand and I was scrubbing the sand all over my body. I don't even care if I was ripping skin cells or I was just exfoliating with the sand with the sand, right? Sitting Indian style on the beach with my crystals out. And it was this beautiful lady. She was with a it was a queen. Well, I guess you could say birds of a feather flock together. But let's be honest, it was a queen, bro. But she was with Jezebels. And I could tell she was mad. I called her with them, but I was like, "Hey, that's your posse, that's your crew." You know what I'm saying? But I could feel her energy, like, "Hey, she a real good woman though." You know what I'm saying? But hey, she like to get her rocks knocked off too though. And I was on the beach. I mean, all type of women passed me, bro. Mexican, Somalian, Hawaiian, Chinese, white. It was only that newer melanin queen that was in her right vibration. She was phasing out when she was with them. But when she came around me, as she walked past me, it was like she got back on her shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like when your boss come in, you stop. It's like, yeah, you really working, huh? Uh-huh. No, you was hardly working. I'm sitting there exfoliating myself, dog, and she just was like, "All right, now, King, how you doing? I see you. I see you doing your thing, King." I was like, "What's up, Queen? What's going on?" She was like, "Not much with you, whoop. You know, just enjoying myself with the girls." I was like, "All right, Queen, y'all be easy." She wanted me to go ahead. You could ring my bell. And I was like, damn, I could see me and you Josing, but I could see who you with right now. You know what I'm saying? Now, I ain't saying you can't have friends and have, you know what I'm saying? Hey, bro, the same way the sun shine, the moon does too. You feel me? But I was like, nah, you with some real life Lego beasts. And I was like, nah, I know you picked up on my vibration because she came up there to me and she said, "How you doing, Queen?" I mean, she said, "How you doing, King?" And I was like, "Well, how you doing, Queen?" And her two associates, the little youngins and shit. Well, I could probably say they're probably like 4 years under her, but I could tell they wild as a bit. You hear me? And I knew she wanted me to go on with that conversation and that jokes, but I was like, nah, baby. I'm doing what you want to do, but you about to go do what you really don't, cause you with your friends. So I know she was expecting me to wait right there at that same spot when they came back, but I had moved around because it was just too many reptoids and reptilians running around on the beach and shit, and they wasn't doing all that. But they knew I was taking over the beach with my energy. My energy was just marinated. See, when you sit still, boy, your shit start to get louder. You know what I'm saying? And that's why reenacting and living this lifestyle is what's necessary and purpose. You know what I'm saying? Women, they are going to get on track too, but us men already had got on this train. We already got the head start. You know, a lot of women seeing that we healing ourselves and we removing our drama and our trauma and our toxicity in the ways that's not really beneficial for neither party. So men have been checked out the game. We've been checked out mentally, physically, spiritually. Damn no, you better not talk about finances. We ain't paying your way. And not to be braggadocious or sound like I'm a pimp or anything, but I mean, the woman that always been in my life, dog, they always invested in me because they always knew I was worth investing in. I always had something to invest in. I always got a song, a product. I got something going on. You know what I'm saying? Well, I could put money in your pocket. We could put money in each other pocket. You could water me. I could water you. But basically, what I'm saying is like, bro, women always throw a bag at me, bro. Rather they deliberately went in they pocket and like they like to say, they took out their coins, gave me some coins. Bible, you know, I always give you some coins. Shout out to you, baby. Yes, sir. Hey, shout out to my Marcia Lago. I still love you, baby. Even though you stabbed me in my back, I still love you, baby. Because I know you still watch my videos. I still hear you. I still hear you. And you keep asking, Bible, why I'm so connected to you? Because you never had nothing real like this, baby. So continue to heal. You know the deal. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, bro, the women see us men, we healing, bro. We done left the dating scene. I'm gonna be honest, bro. I never felt that the dating scene should never existed. That was some whoremongering. That's not even our mindset, bro, because that's watering us down. Every time we want to date somebody and we do. No, man, you shouldn't be dating nobody. You should be sitting there, saving yourself, preserving your life force essence, male or female, for your counterpart. And then you gon' know. But when we constantly dating and laying down with each other and shit, bro, we watering ourselves down. So when we finally get ourselves together, either the other party, if not you, have been watered down and now you ain't as solid as you seem as you used to be, and now you see this beautiful, look luscious ass person you can't even lock in with. You know what I'm saying? You done burnt all your what's the compatible cells. You know, a lot of people, especially a lot of females, they're not compatible no more. They got the DNA of so many different men within them, and they not slowing down. So the woman that's cleansing themselves and healing themselves, I ain't talking about doing no goddamn yoni steam and shit. I'm talking about talking to God. I'm talking about being celibate. I'm talking about getting rid of old clothes and thoughts and ideas and ideologies, you know what I'm saying? That previous relationship gave to you. Us men, we already on that factor, healing ourselves, getting our finances right, because the biological clock for a man, it don't ever run out unless he oozing out his oozing, just ripping all over the place. But for a woman, her biological time is ticking, clicking. Yes, a man can hit the wall just like a woman can. You understand what I'm saying? But if a man preserve his life force essence and heal himself, which his body will do, he can catch his second wind. You know what I'm saying? And that's why this lifestyle, bro, is necessary and needed. I promote it, to each his own. I ain't forcing nothing on nobody, but hey, bro, you ain't got your shit together. You don't got no time or no business trying to play in nobody's shit. Get your shit together. Mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, whoop de whoop, the whole nine. And women have seen us men in the manosphere, in the atmosphere, the manosphere, checked out. So we could work on ourselves, build on ourselves. And then once our counterpart, our womans, they cleanse and they heal their vibrations, because even I am healing some vibrations within thyself. Once that happens, then God say, "Oh yeah, you ain't gonna bleed over nobody." Then you could, yeah, you feel me? Cause like I said, hey, I could be a band-aid, you heard me? But I can't be no motherfucking tampon. You ain't gonna bleed all over me. You understand me? So once you get from being a goddamn tampon, and yet alone you ain't being no band-aid, you ain't bleeding over nobody. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Cause right now is the time for us to heal. Whether you eat the nine, melanated, goddamn white, black, red, green, and yellow, purple. If you've been hurt, trauma and drama, and have been in situations, relationships, whether you was confused, abused, or misused, it's time to heal. Time to go ahead and sit back and let hey, men ain't going nowhere. You know what? I'm gonna say this. Woman ain't going nowhere. But good, great men are. And it's either you gonna go somewhere with them or you gonna get left behind. And ain't nobody perfect. You know, one time my uncle said Turi, because that's what they used to call me, the Turi. Only old people, only my old folks that knew me, that group that raised me, could call me that. But it was like my uncle, like Tori. Listen, bro. Once you learn the nature of something, that's what it is, and you gotta move just like that and treat it exactly what it is. You can't treat a cat how you treat a dog, and you can't treat a dog how you treat a cat. You can't treat a woman how you treat a hoe. You can't treat a bitch how you treat a bitch. And you can't treat a hoe how that bitch get treated, like that bitch does. Excuse my language, but this is a real nut channel. This ain't no watered down shit. I'm working on cursing. I know YouTube may not put me out there like that, but guess what? Y'all know where to go. I'm gonna leave it at that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. You know, right now is the time to heal, bro. And that's the thing that's going on. Until a woman get back to their natural vibration, then right now we gotta leave women alone, straight up, because they've been tampered with. They hardwired, they software, it been tampered with. You know what I'm saying? Really though, bro. And until a woman release these ideologies that's not theirs and they step into their role, then they gonna be lonely. Because right now, men are not lonely. Men are just alone. But women are lonely. They, like I say, I grew up, bro, my whole life. My uncle told me a lot of shit. He said, hey, bro, a man could be alone, but a woman cannot be alone, bro. A woman cannot be alone so bad that she'll get with a goddamn other woman, and they'll go together just so they ain't got to be alone. Some women could just be widows. I mean, some women could just have that strength and not be with nothing else but themselves. But 99% of women, majority of women, worldly women, they need someone outside themselves to be around all the time. There's a lot of godly women I know, I seen, and I witnessed and been around. They don't even be having men like that. They don't have men like that. They don't have fake girlfriends neither. They just have God. Cause they sit there and they feel just like me. I'll go by some of my auntie houses. You know, I don't got no girlfriends. You know, I ain't got no friends. They all fake, bro. They just want to see what you got, what you want. Or probably want to smash your man, take your man from you. Come on, man. I heard this from both sides of the field, bro. Cause both sides of the field got something to do with what's going on today, right? But now, see, the men have took the initiative, and we fell back. We, you know what I'm saying? We on the interstate of abundance, dog. We was going down a dead end street. We wanted to please our woman, serve our woman. You know what I'm saying? But they wanted us to serve the wrong reasons. They had the wrong things in mind. You know what I'm saying? And women started to want to act like men. And that's when shit hit the fan. You know what I'm saying? And then the ones that don't want to act like men, they want to become extra feminized. So we looking for the ones that's left that has that balance, that's walking in they godness, they walking in they feline energy. You know what I'm saying? They're not trying to walk acting like they putting their paws on everything. No, they covering their tracks. You feel me? But yeah, man, I just want to sit here give y'all another one, late night jokes. You know, while a lot of men have been stepping up in on this practice. I'm really speaking of women, but if there's any men out there listening, y'all know what type of time we on, man. But yeah, man, that's where we at. We went to go heal. We went not to cause any more toxicity or destroy anything. You know what I'm saying? We went within ourselves, man, because we had to do a reset, a refresh, a reboot, a restart. When the world just want to continuously dive down the cesspool of issues and problems, trials and tribulations. But yeah, man, let me hit up my man's Austin, see what he talking about. I gotta get a WhatsApp number. That mean I gotta get my phone on. Shit. Let me see. You got text now? Let me see if you download text now. text now. If not, I'll get the WhatsApp by Thursday. Oh shit, you still recording? Hold up, my bad, y'all. Shit, I got on the other phone. I had to get in the emails and shit, man. I'm making some investments on myself so I could better everything for y'all, man. I mean, yeah, I'm bettering myself for myself, but shit, it's really for y'all, shit. You know what I'm saying? You don't exist in this world for yourself. You exist in this world for other people. Honestly, I had to learn that the hard way, the long way. I think I just learned that like maybe few hours ago, plus yesterday. I really learned that, hey, yeah, people do make the world go round, bro, but nobody live here for your. You don't live here for yourself. You live here for everything outside you, bro. Literally. That's how beautiful this world is, bro. That's how beautiful it is to know your actions cause consequences and they can bring you rewards. Literally. But yeah, man. I just want to top it up with y'all. I feel like it was something I was missing. Something that my uncle wanted me to say through my mouth that came from his wisdom. But I'll probably double back with it. But yeah, man, I just wanted to joke y'all. You know what I'm saying? Speaking about you know what I'm saying? It's time to refresh, restart, reboot, man. Especially when it comes to the women. You know what I'm saying? I know that might be a hard pill for them to swallow because they gotta keep some vibration going through them. You feel me? But right now is the time for shit, certain people to be sober. Certain people to be no, I don't want your regular US number. I can see you a text from there. God damn, bro. Alright, bet. No, I don't want nah. Text number. But G my G. Hey you. But but oh, we still recording? Goddamn, I gotta tighten up. But look, man, I'm trying to get this shit locked in, bro. I'm telling you, bro, my life about to change, boy. I swear to God. I'm gonna make this bitch change, you hear me? But yeah, man, you know, it's a time to heal, man. You know what I'm saying? And for the motherfuckers that don't want heal, bro, especially the men or the women, they just gonna stay in that trauma ass situation, bro. They gonna stay attracting the same thing, bro. Cause me, I done took some time away from women, and it's a lot of women, bro. Every now and then, bro, they want to lock in, and I'm like, I can't do it right now. I want to, but I can't do it right now. Cause last time I tried, I fucked up all my progress. You know what I'm saying? I shacked up with my woman and shit, and just shit hit the fan and shit. I know she got tired of me staying there, and she hit the fan. You feel me? So now I'm doing my best to see what I could do by pulling my own weight. You know what I'm saying? And cleansing myself, healing myself, because I ain't trying to bleed on nobody. I know it was some things in my life that I brought to my certain relationships that wasn't healthy. So I'm making sure I relieve myself of any of those tumors or cancer cells. You know what I'm saying? Because my next woman, my next little yeah, God grant me that it's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be way different, bro. I'm gonna be moving different. I know I created some monsters in my life, and I know some monsters try to create me into a monster, more of a monster. But I had to step back into my God body. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is right now, bro. Everybody got to return back to the vibration, the frequency from which we truly came from, we truly felt from, right? And this is not to make my woman or the woman feel any type of way, but man, women have felt further than men, farther than men, harder than men. So as us men, we clean ourselves up. We actually cleaning up our woman. And then on the back end, our women have to do their inner work and clean themselves up. And then we can meet each other once again. But we got to relieve ourselves and release ourselves. Everybody got to heal, bro. Everybody got to cleanse. And those who don't, you know what I'm saying? They just going to keep on finding themselves getting what they getting. Because I'm good on that, bro. Like I said, I'm going to stay to myself, or I'm going to just get something that God going to give me. And if God don't give me anything, I'm going to just stay to myself. Because I know what happens when the devil gave me things. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, bro, that's what us men are at, and that's what we are waiting at for certain women, bro. I mean, bro, for real, bro. I was in what that was, Norfolk, Virginia. I was in the DMV. Man, boy, they got some things out there, boy. They was on me, boy. I swear to God, boy, they was on me heavy, bad. I was thick things too bad. I was like, ooh wee wee. I was like, ooh wee man. But I was like, I ain't even out there for that. And bro, it was one thing I was gonna lock in with her. She was thick as a motherfucker. But I had went to the store to go get some rap snacks and to go get something else because I was working on my song. Matter of fact, I was working on my single that I released called Sticky Oasis. It's on iTunes Music. It's just a little smoking song and shit. I think Snoop Dogg should hear it. Snoop Dogg and Wiz should hear it. It's something that they probably would have heard growing up if they listened to my music. That's how I am, bro. I'm like an old school ass artist, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm like a 90s baby, bro. I could do some new shit, but I just got to be authentic with my music. But in actuality, this ain't about me. This about us coming back to our authenticity, right? In a world where everything feel watered down, everything is copy paste, everything is just like, man, I don't know, man. Sometimes I be seeing some females, I be like, do y'all watch the same shit? All y'all? Sometimes I see a lot of females do the same gestures and same. I'm like, bro, they being programmed from the same script, and the motherfuckers that's programming them ain't no good. To each his own, bro. I'm not hating on these women, dog, but you know what I'm saying? Hey, to each his own, bro. I'm not gonna say nobody name, but Carrot Top, you know what I'm saying? They think Carrot Top is the role model and shit, grabbing your booty cheeks and spreading them out and shit. We don't want to see what you got. We want you to wear some clothes. We know it is getting hot as a motherfucker out here, but we want you to wear some clothes. We don't want you to show us everything. You got any freaky, nasty pictures? Delete that shit off of you. You got OnlyFans and shit. It ain't no coming back from that. I'm sorry, because you already exposed your body to the world, so you just stay where you at. But the woman that ain't go that far down the rabbit hole, I mean, shit, even if you expose your body to the world, you could shake back like Pimp C said. You ain't gotta forever be a hoe. You could be a woman. But hey, you know what I'm saying? You gotta know that you just like me. I didn't exempt myself from certain choices, and you could exempt yourself from certain choices. You know what I'm saying? But I don't got no OnlyFans and shit. You know what I'm saying? But you feel what I'm saying, bro? But yeah, man, us men, we waiting on a woman to heal. And until then, y'all woman ain't gonna be getting what y'all want. No affection, no none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Cause we not gonna feed y'all little egos no more. We not gonna, you know what I'm saying, put no cookies in y'all motherfucking head and blow y'all motherfucking backs up. We ain't gonna put no batteries in y'all motherfucking backs no more. You know what I'm saying? Now it's time for everybody energy to get cleansed and healed and for you to pull your weight, bro. It's all good. This ain't loneliness. Being celibate, brahmachari, semen retention, it's not lonely. It's not loneliness. It's called going back to source, going back to soul, going back to the mechanic shop. So you could in about 15 seconds get back on the motherfucking track and pull off like a NASCAR. Now the Studebaker. I want to thank my people for listening. Like, share, comment, subscribe. All the videos and everything that I released today is today. No old shit. Except for let me see. It might be a short, but all the long videos, chosen one, semen retention is all fresh because I'm on fire and I'm hot and talking to my people. So tomorrow I might take a day off. You know what I'm saying? Because I got to take care of my physical reality and get acquainted with my new location. Got to go see about get some transportation, getting a bike and stuff like that. But yeah, man, I'ma holla at y'all. Y'all take care. Peace and prosperity. Oasis. My bad, y'all had to Had to double back with some more. Had to delete some memory and stuff. But yeah, man, it's really, man, gotta get rid of those soul ties, bro. You know what I'm saying? Cause I had, man, it's crazy, bro. So I think it was maybe like a month and a half, or maybe like 2 months ago. One of my older yads hit me up, and she was like, "I don't know why I keep thinking about you. Like, thinking about you. Everybody, look, she like, I keep on thinking about you. I ain't even trying to think about you. Like, I done moved on with my life with you. I really don't want nothing to do with you, but I just can't stop thinking about you. And I'm gonna be honest, man. I ain't trying to be considered none of that because I don't even think of Shorty. I don't think of none of them, honestly, because I went through my time and I severed the soul ties. Cause I know what she going through. You know what I'm saying? It be sometimes I think about doing whoop whoop back in the gap, you hear me? And I was like, I don't want nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? The good, the bad, I don't want nothing to do with it at all, bro. God removed this from me. And God did that, right? And I remember as soon as he started removing majority of these soul ties I had with certain women, that bro, it was like the devil would bring things up, would try to keep them in my mind. I'm like, I released that. You feel me? I let that go. You know what I'm saying? And I could tell the devil trying to play on my mind, bro. And it'd be random people I don't know, and they would bring up certain situations I had with certain shorties that I knew I released. And those soul ties was severed. Those spiritual calls was gone. Now here it is. Like I said, maybe like 2 months ago or a month and a half, one of my older yads hit me up and like I still be thinking about you, I'm trying to, like, you know what I'm saying? And I knew it because before she called me, I knew she was gonna call me. Now this don't have nothing to do with no soul ties. This that I cleanse up my intuition and my psychic field and my psychic ability. So I already knew she was gonna call me. This ain't got nothing to do with no soul ties, right? But she asked me through the conversation, like, how do I stop thinking about you? Why do I keep thinking about you? And I ain't get to fully answer that because we was texting and shit. You feel me? Couldn't say too much, but it's like I did you right. I was genuine with you while you was fucking over me. That's another reason. That don't have nothing to do with no soul ties. That's just that your soul letting you know you used to being gritty and grimy and having your way and doing what you want. And it was me. She was like, I used to always cry to get my way, and you would never let me get my way. Yeah, bitch, because I eat that shit up. I love crocodile tears. Bitch, I'm from the swamp. The fuck? I used to laugh sometimes when motherfucking females would put that shit on and try to make me give them what they want, switch up because you won't cry and shit. Baby, I got babies and sisters. I ain't got babies, but I got baby brothers and sisters. I don't give them what they want unless it's necessary and needed and required. If not, just because you crying or you using your emotions against me, you ain't gonna get it. I was emotional intelligence before I even knew what emotional intelligence was. That's just how I listened to myself. And throughout my time, I did listen to some of the world. And when I listened to the world, that's how I destroyed some of myself. But when I returned back to God, I returned back to myself, I returned to my senses. And yet alone, not only her, I think it was 8 months ago or something like that. Maybe 8 months, maybe it was a year. I'm keeping up with this time. It was another one of my old yeah. She was like, Vibo, I don't even think about you no more, but I just can't stop thinking about you. At this point, it's not no soul tie you dealing with, baby.